Hello and welcome to Recore.
Dear Jewel, I don't have time to explain, but things didn't go like we planned. I left you with a few things to always hold on to. Loyalty. You don't have to watch your back when a friend always has it. Elusiveness. Be the one who finds, never the one who is found. And brute force. Sometimes the safest path is the destructive one. It won't be easy.
That core is mine!
If you remember these lessons, you will survive. If anyone can, it's you. Love you always, Dad.
I am Teo Fei. Of course, that's not my name, but that's what I go by when I stream. The story of Recore is one that I love. The game itself was pushed out in 2016 by Microsoft, actually before the devs were ready to send it out. They had a great game going, and Microsoft wanted to jump in there where everybody else was putting out their games. That unfortunately led to long loading times, glitches, and some interesting problems in the game. However, in 2017, the devs went ahead and built the DLC, corrected a lot of the glitches, most of the glitches, and solved the problem with the loading times. Still had a rushed ending, but it's an interesting ending. But is it really the ending? I like the story itself, but I didn't like the abbreviated way it was put out in the cutscenes. So, after going through this game about 20 times, 30 times, who knows how many times, I, who am twice retired and now sit on top of my mountain and write novels, decided this game needed a series. So I wrote them. You can find the Far Eden series, the Recore series, on Reddit under r/Recore. There's the website right there, or the link right there that you can click on. Will take you to Reddit r/Recore. On the right-hand side, if you're on a computer, you'll see the fan fiction tab. Under that, you'll see 4 books. The first 3 books, The Planet Far Eden, Battle for the Prime Core, and The Threat from the Starving Sea, are the books that encompass the entire Recore Definitive Edition. It adds more content, adds background for Kai. It tells you what happened when. It gives you more information on the core bots, especially our little core bot Violet. And I think it gives a little bit of closure to certain items. The problem is this game isn't the end. At the end of this game, the original game, Kai came up on her computer with a message. It says, I'm okay. You're not going to believe what I found. And then it cuts off. Well, I took all the things she'd gone through, all the added content I put in for Kai, and the logs, which are an important concept here. Excuse me. And I wrote a fourth book. That fourth book, The Reckoning, is not in the game. But it brings everything from the logs, what the people were saying in the logs, what Jewel was finding, what Victor was doing, the core foundry, the everything, what was happening there, and put it all together in a package that tells why things happened the way they did. I, particularly because I'm biased, I wrote it. I'm convinced that this is actually what happened after. So, anyway, those books are free. They're in Word. You can download them to any device that has Word or a Word program. And you can read them for free. They are free. I said free. I can't publish them. Microsoft owns the rights to the game, so I cannot publish them. Now, if you want to know what I write as an author, I have a website that I frankly don't keep up with as much as I should. But on that website, you can find some of the books that I've got published, the locations where you can find them. If you wish to purchase them, they're there to be purchased. If you don't, that's fine too. I've given away more books than I've sold anyway, so. Anyway, give me 1 second. Okay. I'll be honest with you, this is going to be a rather short stream. I'm going to try to get us through the Warren. I know that last time we were going to do some more wandering through the gifting sands and find more prismatic cores and some different things. But what I really want to do is go through the Warren, open up the path to the tram that will take us to the Far Eden Tower. So, without further ado, let's open up the game. And proceed. I have a kind of important appointment elsewhere on Twitch. We have some really good streamers who will be doing a charity show for the children's Network, and I want to be there for them. So we're going to go through this, and I promise I will try not to die too often. Now, last time we found ourselves at Acid Marsh. We're going to go through that. Acid Marsh is a battle dungeon. Instead, I think we're going to go through the Warren. We're going to fast travel there, go through the Warren, and proceed from there. But in doing that, we're going to have to kick somebody's butt. Come on, Thunder. Now we're going to collect up all that stuff. All these shards count up on their core fusion, and the round ones will give our bots a little bit more. Now that's where we would have the time challenge. We'd have to shoot those keys, and we'd have to find the yellow orb, which is right over here somewhere. Or there he is, floating around. And we have to do it in time so we could get to that area right there and get all those treasures. But like I said, I want to go through the Warren. To go through the Warren, we're going to go right back here to Violet, our cute little V1 OLT bot.
Okay, Violet, let's go.
Fast travel over to here. And then we need to pick the proper bot. Now, when I say the proper bot, we've got Seth and Duncan, I believe. Let's see. Yes, no, we have Seth and Mac. For the purposes of this, the Warren, we need Duncan and Mac. Kind of important. As a matter of fact, on the door up there, it has a picture of an AP3. So what we're going to do, we're going to tell Violet.
Hey, Violet.
Hey, send me Duncan and take Seth back to the crawler so he can rest for a while. When you're playing this game, you only have one bot that you can use out here, but you can choose between two. You cannot choose between 3 or 4 or 5 or 12. You can only choose between 3 frames, and only 2 can go with you at a time. We've got Mac, and we've got big old Duncan. And we need Duncan, but we need Mac for a specific purpose. So, let's go in. We're going to insert the core. Calls for 15 cores, so we've got 50. You'll notice there's a lot of treasures and chests, and there's a health booster. We're going to find those chests, we're going to find that prismatic core, and we're going to find that health booster before we get to the other end. So here we go. And by the way, You'll have to excuse my gameplay. I was pretty good at this, but I
In you
harmed
go.
myself recently in the past 6-7 months. My right hand
All right, in we go.
is healing. Problem is, my right hand is my mouse hand, so healing isn't doing well. To operate the mouse, I need to be able to operate my fingers. Now, operating my fingers is a nice thing to do, but they're not. My forefinger doesn't seem to be strong enough to push the buttons properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through here. This is not timed. There are no keys to find, none of that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through and watch the cutscenes as they come up.
Fogger core bite. I'll shut it down.
Get out of the way, Duncan. Can't see. Get out of the way. Thank you. For some reason I can't lock up on those, especially when someone's in front of me. Now this is the E-Core, is the E-Turner factory. You see this stuff here? This is the liquid that exists here on Far Eden. It's toxic, it's caustic, it's poisonous, which is why those things that one I just shut down, it's supposed to be filtering the air for the workers so they don't die, and those filters are supposed to change periodically. But from the very first very first part of this game, you know that Jewel has been in cryosleep for at least 150 years. That upsets her because when she wakes up, nobody's around. Then she finds Kai, and it seems that there is somebody around, and it seems like Kai dies. But he sends a message after he supposedly died, says he's all right, there's another way to get through to the Eden Tower. And this is it. So, being the E-Turner factory, there's a lot of E-Turner sitting around just loose. All those are E-Turner. So we're going to collect up all of those. We're going to collect up everything we can and go on through. Now there's a reason why I wanted Mac with his blue core. And there's also a reason why we need Duncan, if he doesn't get in our way. So, let's collect up all this E-Turner. We have another one of those. This will gain us some more E-Turner and shards and whatnot. The lowest filtering devices that went nuts. All them loggers now. There's one right there. Okay, now to get where we're supposed to go, there's supposed to be a road from here up to there, and it goes through to a E-Turner warehouse. Well, obviously it's broken, and there's a steam pipe coming up, shooting steam up. So us getting up there is not an option. And there's bad guys right down there. Those are little bats. And we're going to say hello. And they're ignoring us. Why are they ignoring us? Come on, finger. Okay. We're going to pull up a little bit more,
Look,
and
there's
that's
the
what I was
exit.
afraid of.
But how are we supposed to get up there? It's way too high.
It's way
Let's keep
too
going.
high.
Maybe there's something in this facility that will help.
Well, yeah.
Get him, Mac!
There's Core. Now we have to deal with these guys. Duncan, you're in the way. I guess you killed them all. Okay. Now, we can't go up there. We can't make that jump. So we need to go down here and find another way around. Now here, we're going to find some interesting little monsters. We're going to have to fight our way through several areas. One thing that we're going to find is something called a thumper. You'll see them on the way to the Far Eden Tower. On some of the platforms, you'll see them. You'll see them when you start doing the DLC. And you'll see them here. So we need to get used to them. You can shoot them all day long and you can't harm them. The only way to end them is to pull their pin. You have to lock on, send your extractor, and it will pull the pin before they have a chance to shock you or set you on fire. Thumpers can kill you. Alright, let's go down. Now you hear that noise? Sounds like there's a chest around here somewhere. Well, there is. But that's a thumper. I just pulled it. Now there's another thumper over here. I just pulled it using the instant extractor. So we're building up attacks. And there's another thumper here. And there's some cute little thumpers over here. But what's this? More of that green stuff. And a thumper. So let's ask Duncan if he might knock on this door.
Take it out.
A chest. This is the first of 10 chests.
This ought to be good.
Parts. We need parts. And it has a turner as well. Okay. So, let's go. There's nothing else here. Look around. There's nothing. And there's this chest here. Oh, and there's a ramp that goes up there. Wonder what goes up there. Another chest.
Open sesame.
More parts. Parts are important at this stage of the game. Now there's nothing else up here. You can jump around, look, but there's nothing else. Remember, this isn't timed. There are no keys to shoot or yellow orbs to find. But there is walls that need to be taken down. And this begins our adventure.
Duncan, take it out.
throughout, you're going to find challenges, enemies, and parts, some specific blueprint parts. And you're going to have to go through it. Okay, that's a laser. We don't want to mess with the laser, but how are we going to get to the other side? We need to find a cell bot to go into that hole. Where's that cell bot? Over there. To get there, we don't want to go through that stuff there. That's poisonous, caustic, and just plain nasty. So, you want to come over here, tell him, get your butt in the socket, and it will turn that off,
That's a
right?
step in the right direction. Let's find some more cell bots.
Now we have to go around, find... That's nasty stuff, and that hurt. Okay. We also need to watch for those things. That's a fogger. So, how you shot it.
All this unrefined E-turner looks toxic. I hope none of the core bots have been using it.
It is toxic. It's poison. Ouch. Okay, so there's a fogger right there, and there's another cell bot. Pick him up. Have him follow us back. Have him slide his cute little butt in the socket. And that will stop all this, right? No. It only raised it a little bit. So now, we need to go over here, pick that up. And that's why you don't want to get into the laser. It will burn you. And now, dun, dun, dun. Laser turns off. Stairs come down. This is all for security for the Turner facility that's been used against her. Okay, let's go.
A workbench. That might come in handy.
Okay, a workbench may come in handy, but that's a log from her dad. Let's come over here and listen.
Hey, kiddo. Sorry for the delay. We're all working around the clock. But I'm proud to say the mandate teams are really pulling together. We all know that the work we do today will decide if there's going to be a tomorrow for millions of people all around the world. New antibiotics are going into trials all the time. Working so fast, there's the risk of side effects. But the alternative is even worse. I have no idea how many people have died from the outbreaks. Information is tight now, even for the mandate employees. I just hope the council doesn't go overboard. We're never going to make progress if we stop trusting each other. Besides, they can't hide the fact that they're building more ARC evacuation ships. I just hope it doesn't cause a panic. They say necessity is the mother of invention, and do I ever feel the need to come up with a breakthrough now? A flash of genius would be nice, but I'll settle for madness. I wonder if this is how Dr. Frankenstein felt, waiting for lightning to strike.
Okay. Mandate is panicking. Dust Devil has gotten loose. Her father, a scientist, is working with everybody else trying to find a cure or a vaccine or something to save mankind on Earth. And he's hoping that nobody will, or especially the corporation, won't go overboard. They're building more ships. Okay? Important concept. Alright. Let's use this console and find out what's being hidden in that case. Okay. Let's go. And we'll have to listen to Jewel.
Don't mind if I do. Hey, this is a part to a flyer core bot. If we can build the whole frame, it'll carry us up to the exit.
Exactly.
Come on, let's find the rest of the flyer parts.
And other places as well. Alright, now if I can do this without dying too often. But like I said, there's bad guys. Like that one. Alright. Now, we need to go that way. But we also need to see what's up there. So, we jump up here. We step up there. And then get up there. Another place for Duncan.
Smash that.
Okay, we gotta pass through. Nothing up there, but there is something down there, a chest.
Open up.
Parts. Now we have the first part of 4 for a flyer frame. Hello, Faulty. How you doing? You like my accent, do you? It's slow Texan. My father was worse than I was. It took him about, I don't know, a week to get a whole sentence out. And he also always had to take a breath between words, I swear he did. Okay, we need parts to build a flyer frame. Now we have a lot of parts, but we need as many as we can get, plus there's blue fusion in there and some E-turner. So let's take that, and let's take a look out this window. This is where we're going. You can see Duncan over there, just waiting on me. But we have to go back out this way. We can't go this way. We'll see this window again. Alright, let's go back out. And again, we have 2 ways of going. We could go through there, through the E-turner, toxic stuff, or we could go over. Let's go over. Now, we don't want to go too far over, but here we go. We've gotten past all of that. That's what we wanted to do. Now Duncan's over there waiting on us, so let's... Where is it? Poison over there. There you are. Okay. cell bot to open this gate. So let's go over here and keep our eyes out for foggers and little flying monsters. Okay. There's a fogger right up there. And fogger right there. There's also a little cell bot over there. So we're going to go over here, go get him, and come back. Again, a thumper. Going back, we're going to run into thumpers, so just be aware of that. Yes, there are. Farmer talk, slow and deliberate. Yeah. And there's a thumper. You have to be quick, otherwise it'll set you on fire. Come over here, little fella. Stick your butt in there. Okay, now there's another chest. Now I'm going to tell you there's a part in there for our flyer. Problem is, as soon as we try to open it, it's another one of those traps. It'll glow and you'll have to back away, and you'll have core bots pop in. They'll actually fly in. These core bots are different. These are what are called chrome bots. If you don't hit them just right in the right place, your attacks will bounce off. So we're going to use our bots more often than I shoot at them, but I am going to be shooting charge shots at them periodically whenever I get an opening. So let's go down here and get into it. There's parts of the South here in the United States, Faulty, that there are people who have accents so deep that most people can't understand them at all. And when you go there, it's incredible. I love them. I love them to pieces. Yeah, he's a little fella. And you want to see the dog? That's the dog. He's even cuter. Duncan Bozo? Yeah. Well, Duncan is the most powerful bot I've got. This is Mac, and he's the most loyal. But anyway, and I've got to have him because, well, I'll show you when we get to the end. Alright, Duncan, let's go down here and set you up to beat up on some guys. Ready, go. That says it's a trap, so she backs up. I back her up. And I stick Duncan on her. I'm gonna pull this core. We can't do much else. My shots are bouncing off. Problem is, now we're going to have a couple more show up.
Duncan, take him out! Let him have it.
And extract his core. Of course, we're not done yet.
Rush in there. Get him.
I'm gonna extract his core. I don't need their parts. I need their cores. Okay. Long slow process. We have, here in America, we have taken the English language, which is a beautiful language as far as I'm concerned, and we have subverted it, changed it, added other languages to it, added
Better be
other
good.
pronunciations of languages to it,
Here's another part.
until it's American, or in parlance, it's Markan. Another jet part. Okay. I love all kinds of countries. They have such a, some have a beautiful language, others have an interesting language. And just communication in itself is, I don't know, being a writer, maybe I'm biased, but I think everybody ought to be able to talk rather than beat each other to death. That's just me. All right, see those little flies up there? They don't do anything but block that door. So we can shoot them, and then they duplicate. There's a way to fix that though. See that? Blow that up, and one other one, and you can stop all that nonsense. There, now, all done, right? Okay, not really. See?
Do it. Car. Take him out, Mac.
I'm gonna pull his cord. Thank you very much. Door opens. No net bots. And we move on. Yeah, you found a spot, didn't you?
Take
All
a
right.
look, buddy. Come on, Mac.
Dig it up. German, Dutch, French. You pick one. We got it somewhere in here. Nippa. Okay, that's a part. We found another one.
Mac, dig in. Come here, buddy. See what you can find. You got the scent, Mac?
Come on. Thank you. Okay, we got another part. Now, when there's no part around, he's just going to sit down. Like that. Okay, so let's collect up some more parts and shards and stuff. You never played Recore. You played I've never played Half-Life. I like single person shooter games. And yes, I'm talking with my hands right now as if you can see me. Single person shooter games that have a story. This game has a story. Problem is, their cutscenes are too short. If you look up on the chat, you'll see where I have put in there the Reddit r/Recore. In there, I wrote 4 books, 4 fan fiction books. They're free. They're on the right on your computer under fan fiction. It begins with the planet Far Eden, which brings her to a certain point, and she finds Kai, and they try to get to Far Eden Tower, and things happen. The next book is the battle for the Prime Core, which is, puts her and her bots on the way and into the Prime Court of White Victor. Now, with the definitive edition of Recore, they have the DLC, which is a thing where you have to go after the Eye of Obsidian, but you have to go through quicksand and some other things just to get there, and race around on a tank. I have the tank already, I just haven't built it up. That's the threat from the Starving Sea. But I took all the logs. There are logs in this game that you collect that tell a story. And I call it a story within a story because it tells you things that happen, just like her father, Thomas Adams, sends her messages. There's only 2 left for him. Natalie Bright is the communication specialist on Earth, and she sends messages. Julius Roldan is the leader of this thing, and he has become paranoid. The problem with the paranoia, it's bled over onto something else. Then you got Little Violet, the little Warbot that sits on the transfer plates. She has a story that's absolutely incredible. But we'll have to get into that another time because I've got some things I've got to do. Alright, so we've done all the damage we can do around here as far as I know. You find anything, Mac? No? Okay, let's move on then. He's a good dog. We're going to collect up this. This is E-turn. And why not? It's the currency of the day. Now, run into another big problem, huh? Those are lasers.
Refining
Those
E-turn
are gonna
isn't
hurt
easy.
us.
There would never be enough of it to fuel all the core bots we wanted. Shortages were inevitable if we weren't careful.
This is the E-turn refining facility, but it looks like it's sprung a leak. With the lasers going up and down, we have to time our way around this thing. So it goes up, and we go across. All right. And we go across, and it goes down, and it goes up. We're behind the screen again. That door is closed. All right. Thanks, Balti. I just, like I said before, you know, I give away more books than I sell. Another chest. Okay, cool.
Fingers crossed.
We got 2 of 4 parts for this thing.
Another flyer part.
Look at this. An augment. This, all we need is 1 more part and we have our flyer. Problem is, we turn off the laser and it opens the door and unwanted guests appear. So we have to do, which is cool. We do that. And I died because I was in too big a hurry. to watch ourselves because I keep dying, and it's not a good thing. Nothing up here for us. But we need to make our way around to watch for all kinds of things. Jumpers and flyers and all that. So we're going to fly around it. We've got Eterner over here. And let's see, I think we have a Thumper over here. Yep. We blew him up anyway. Anyway, you'll finish your stories. You have plenty of time. I'm 74, darling. It took me this long just to get some of my stories. Well, I've got 20 or 25 of them on my computer written already, and I've published 8 of them. So, no rush. You'll get there. And I love your stories, by the way, especially your fan fiction. I think you can write a story based on an idea, though. I know you can. Because you've got a good imagination, a good grasp of vocabulary. There's no reason in the world why you shouldn't. You write whatever your character shows you. I do. I can't help myself. They give me grief all the time. Now we can go over here, but it won't do us much good. Because there's a chest up there. You will finish your stories, kiddo. I know you will. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump up here. And then we're going to jump up there. We're going to walk around. This was probably some kind of a tower that they were using for refining Eterner. Alright. Here's another parts chest. So we're going to take what's
Surprise,
inside.
surprise.
Okie dokie. Just think about it, Faulty. At this point in my life, I've got my original series written, 3 books in this series, the sequel to that series, 5 books written on the parallel to the sequel. I've got all 3 books from a trilogy written, 2 published. I've got another series started, another series started, and another series started, and I'm working right now on the 3rd book of the Hell's Blade series, and drinking coffee. That's a good thing about being retired. You don't have to worry about getting up to go to work. I hate that word, work. Okay, let's hop over here. Another Thumper. That one. We got it. Let's get this guy, because we'll need him for over there. Whoops. Oh, no. Up. Jump. That's you, girl. Makes me feel stupid. Jeez, come on. I'm mashing space, I'm not getting anywhere. Never had this kind of trouble before. Where am I? What? Now you're aggravating me. You decided to send me back to the beginning of this. Because I'm so stupid. Like I said, my right hand isn't working properly, so that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
Looks like another cell bot got scared out of its socket.
Thank you. Put yourself in there, open this door. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, his brain space. Yeah, well. Yeah, compartmentalization doesn't work for moms. Everything has to happen at once. It's a mystery to me. I'm a guy. And I don't know how you guys do it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going as if I know what I'm doing. Like I said, my right hand is not working properly, so I'm trying to handle this mouse properly, and it hates me. Hey, I'm not bad at them, I'm just not good at them, you know. Okay, where are you? There you are. And those little monsters up there need to go away. And I think there's monsters over there. No, okay, not necessarily. Gone? Okay, I think I got him. Alright, let's go like this. Shoot those guys. Okay, and up across. Got him. Okay, now there's a chest up there. There's also a closet. So, where are you, cheater? Okay, where are you? Mac, what are you doing over there? Never mind. Let's get the parts out of this chest.
Let's see what we got.
That flyer can't get us anyway. Viva la Dirt League. Yeah. Hey, I'd join, but I think I'd bring their level down a bit. Okay, now you're just being ugly. Hello. Thank you. Where were we? Oh, we're almost at the end. Okay. The yellow ones make you slow down. Okay. Alright. Last chest. No problem, right? Right. Well, there's a fogger right there, and we just blew it up. Doesn't look like there's anything around here that could hurt us, right? Right? Okay. Doesn't look like it's trapped. I'd make a good inclusion to the Viva la Dirt League. Well, not Viva la Dirt, but the Dirt League on PUBG. They call me the target when I play that game. I'm there to increase their capabilities of moving forward. Okay, let's open this up.
What have we here?
Find out how badly we've
Yes!
messed up.
We've got everything we need to make a flyer. There was a workbench back where we found the first part. Let's go, guys.
Let's go, guys. No problem at all. Except there is a problem. Him. It. Whatever. Come on, finger.
Smash him, Duncan! Last charge! Done it! Max, do it! Stop him down! Dash in!
And that's what I'm calling the ledge right there. So I'm going to have to go over here, call Duncan
Come
back,
on, Duncan.
and let that clown come out of it. Now I want its core. Thank you. All done. Whew. And that would be fun. We could entertain everybody, Multi. With you being bad and me being worse, I'll run across the field. That way you'll know where everybody is when they shoot me. Alright, let's gather up this stuff. Let's make our way back up here. Gathering up parts and stuff as we go. Now, this is where the workbench is. So we're gonna go flying over here. And let's see, we're gonna go over here to workbench. And we're going to build us a flyer. Oh, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll just give you a call from Texas to Australia. Okay, maybe not. Okay, what we're gonna do, one of the reasons I brought Mac is Mac in the flyer frame has a devastating weapon. And that's why I brought Mac around, other than the fact that I like him. So we're going to put Mac in the flyer frame. Now we can
good,
build a
Now we can
frame
fly up to the exit door.
better for Mac. But right now let's look at how strong he is. Because we built him up earlier, he's not bad, but we need a better frame. And we have better frame for him back in the crawler. So right now we need to get out of here. The problem with that is we're not quite done yet. So we could go that way, which is where we have to go. And Let's dash across here because we can. This is where we were before. And we need to get up there. So we're going to go up here. Now, remember I said that each one of these frames has a specific purpose. Mac's a dog frame, he digs. Duncan's an 8B3 or an 8 frame, he breaks things. Our buddy Seth is in a spider frame, he climbs things. Mac is in a flyer frame, he flies. And as a flyer, he can carry us. Only thing is, Mac's not really a flyer. Mac is a glider. So we go right here like this. We say, get us. And he lifts above that steam and he drops down. Okay? Now we can keep going. But what I really want to do is go back and pick up a health booster. It's back there. So we're going to step off.
Time to fly, Mac.
And we're going to fly this thing around. And we're going to walk our butts. Let's see, if I learn how to use my fingers, I'll be just fine. We're going to have to go back through some of this to get to where we want to be. We've got our buddy just flying along with us. Let's see. Dummy. This is where we put the flyer together. So what we want to do is go here, and we're going to get what? Dummy. Get over here, we fall. Matthew. Shouldn't have any problems here. We don't. Okay. And then we move right over here. Okay, now, right up there is a health booster. To get to the health booster, we're going to have to do some manipulation. Now, that manipulation includes flying over here, using our buddy to get up there, and using him again to get over there without dying. So,
Mac, you got me?
like, I think my left hand is starting to fail me too. Where am I? Okay.
Time to fly, Mac. Let's fly.
There, we got a health booster. And now, let's see, where do I want to go? I want to go there, and then I want to go over here. Help me. All right, we got what we need. Except for that guy. Give me. Thank you. Let's see. We need to get over there, so we're gonna go like this. Okay. What? Thru? All right.
Mac, you got me?
And now we're back over here. And most people will just fly right
That's a
on
big gap.
out
But
here.
we should be able to glide across.
But there's something else important here before we get to there. Especially since that's a big boss battle. What we do is we drop down right here. And we find a Duncan
Bash it, Duncan.
wall. Sometime today, Duncan. Thank you. Duncan breaks things. That's what he does. All right. Now we've got things here we can clean up, get parts, but that right there is a rolled on log. This is very important for the story, even though it's the story itself is a bit too abbreviated as far as I'm concerned. So let's listen in.
April 2084. Thomas. You never cease to amaze me, old friend. Creating the core AI to emulate human emotion was one thing. Distilling the essence of an actual human mind into a core? Well, that's something else entirely. If that's really what you've done, and after combing through every line of code that went into the Prime Core, I can come to no other conclusion, then, my dear Dr. Adams, I must commend you and curse you for hiding your triumph from me. For siding with the Mandate, those backstabbing cowards. They will judge me, punish me. I wonder, will you judge me too? I had a dream last night, Thomas. That they forced me to sleep, and I never woke up. Never got to see Far Eden in full bloom. They want to cast me out of paradise. But you have shown me how I can stay here forever.
The restream isn't working the way I wanted it to. I haven't really pushed it, Monty. I'm gonna go through this one just on Twitch now. I tried the first thing and then I don't know, it had something to do with what I did or what the Twitch channel was doing, or I probably something I did wrong. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go through this whole story on Twitch first, and then maybe later on I'll do the YouTube thing. That I'm supposed to be able to what do I call it? I don't know, I'm losing words. I'm supposed to be able to edit the videos and then put them on. I don't know exactly how to do that yet, but you know, I'm having a little bit of fun. I'm trying to get through this fairly quickly because there's a children's there's a children's network, children's Miracle Web network thing on right now that I wanted to watch and maybe see if I could help. But I do want to go through the Warren. The Warren was important to get the flyer that I've gotten. And then, you know, we'll proceed with the proceedings. But yeah, your help helped me a lot get a lot of this stuff straightened out. I'm still not any good at it, but hey, what can I tell you? Anyway, you're going back to Greta's stream, right? Or Terrence? Is Terrence streaming? Okay, cool. Okay. I'm going to be, okay, cool. Thanks, Monty. Okay, now we need to go here, but the problem is we have foggers over there that I can't get to because they're hidden. If we just try to run down through here, we can't get through because of the spikes. The only way is to fly over it. Now, to fly over it, we're going to have to avoid the gas on the left, and there's going to be gas on the right, and then land down there. But as soon as we land down there, we're going to end up in a boss fight. So, y'all hang on.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this too. Now, in the books, I wrote this in as the warehouse area, and I actually gave a door over there and a door over there for the usage. That was kind of a writer's license divergence. If you haven't seen Monty, I've got books for this. I wrote them. They're fan fiction novels. I'll put those up. As a matter of fact, I'll put those up again right now, just because I can. Maybe. Those are the fan fiction books under Reddit r/Recore. They're over on the right under the fan fiction tab. There's 4 of them. And those 4, the first 3 cover the game itself, while the 4th book is basically taken from the logs that are throughout the game. These things. These are the logs. And tells quite a different story. A story of corporate greed, power, and all of that caused a lot of this to happen, and something else that Mandate Corporation wanted to happen here on Far Eden, this faraway planet that they're trying to terraform. Anyway, let's get into this battle and see if I can keep from dying a lot. Now, I've got 2 more powerful core bots with me, and that guy there, I'm gonna shoot that other logger if I can. Because I don't like loggers. Anyway, I've got this guy, and I've got Duncan, who is the AP3. But right now, I need to go over here and start the battle. Y'all hang on. Yes, I have. I've actually sent all 4 of these books to Armature. They're the one that did all of this, all the art. Them and Osobo, Unity, and there's another one, Comcast, I think. They were the developers of this. Armature actually did the art, I believe. I don't know. But they used motion capture rather than GCI stuff. I know it's part of GCI. They actually have an actor in a rig like they did for Avatar. I think that's one of the reasons she moves so smoothly. Each one of those books are around 200 pages or so, and I enjoyed writing them. I've only played this game 20 or 30, maybe 50 times, and like I said, I'm not very good at it, especially now with my hands acting up. But anyway, let's get into this battle and see how badly I do. That's a chrome bot.
But it's not gonna work.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to call up Hit him. Hit him. Why, you guys? What the heck? Who's got my bot? There you are. Kill him. I hit him.
Give him a shot.
See how it bounces off? Come on, man.
Crush him, Duncan.
that core forward. That's a prismatic core. I gotta have it. Come on, guys. Thank you.
This way to the
That's
E-tower.
done.
Come on.
Where's any more bad guys? No more bad guys? Okay, cool. That's cool for me. But we're going to gather up as much as we can before we go out there. No, Faulty, it wasn't arthritis. I have arthritis, of course, but I fell down and hit my elbow like a dummy. But when I hit my elbow, it jammed my back and sent a nerve shock down my arm to my wrist. It's acting like what do you call that thing that you have on your wrist when you type too much, which I do. I hate that I'm losing words. I don't lose words when I write. I don't know why I lose words when I talk. Carpal tunnel. Yeah, Monty, thanks. It's acting like that, but the muscles began atrophying in my hands. At one time I was a martial artist and I built up good muscles in my hands for specific purposes. And the muscles between my thumb and my forefinger atrophied to the point where it wasn't there at all. I could hardly move it. Yes, I do. Thanks, Balti. It's just that my accent kind of throws people off. Let's collect up some of this stuff. Anything else down here that I want? Yeah, right there. Okay. Like that. That. And then whoops. Well, that was dumb. How did I not get a double jump there? Should have got a double dash there. I don't know what's going on. Just like that. Now we are through the Warren. And if you look at the map, we've collected everything but one chest that's back here. I'm not going to mess around with it. It's just a chest of parts, nothing important. But what is important is through this gate. Texans, that's like saying Australians are all running around with boomerangs, Faulty. It just isn't true. And it's not a question of taking human rights, it's a question of being responsible for your own and watching out for each other. There are some people who are extreme on both sides of that bargain. Let's listen to
It's happening, Jewel. And it's bringing out the worst in us. It's like the final act of all those sci-fi movies we used to watch. Dust Devil's mutation rate has increased. It's changing too fast for the drugs to keep up. The mandate is starting to shut down facilities, and the staff members are all scrambling to make sure they've got seats on the evacuation ships. Jewel, when your team left Earth, you were heroes. But the mandate leadership, they're cowards. We're the ones who need to stand and fight, not run away. At least that's what I told them, right before they shut down my lab. So, I'm back home now. Out in our garage, right where I started my core research in the first place. I'm going to do all I can to save the people who don't have a place on the ships. What kind of mad scientist would I be if I didn't?
So, basically Mandate didn't want anybody talking against them. So her father, instead of being on one of the ships that's supposed to be up there, is back in his garage. He's been refused a slot on the arcs. But that's not the end of the story, folks. That's why I wrote the books. Anyway, that is the way out.
Another tram.
Using
Let's hope
this,
Victor isn't watching
we
this
can call
approach.
the tram
Eden
and
Tower
go
was the
over to the
linchpin of
far
the
Eden
entire
Tower.
terraforming system. But coordinating all the pylons would have been impossible without the prime core.
That is the far Eden Tower. The reason I came out here wasn't just to look at the far Eden Tower, but to look over here. Right up there is that one hidden health booster that almost everybody misses because their intent is like I was the first 10 times on getting there. But that's there for a reason. You need all the health you can get because she doesn't have armor. Now, we could use this and go over to the far Eden Tower, or, and this is something a lot of people don't know either, but they never look behind them. Last stream I showed some green stuff through rocks in the shifting sands. This is the green stuff. We can tell Duncan.
Bash it!
And we can go right back into the shifting sands without going through the warren. Mean people are always loud because that's all they've got, Multi. People who are mean, if you try to explain yourself or defend yourself, they just get louder, especially when they, number one, don't know what you're talking about, number two, want to lie about it. If you tell a lie enough times, it becomes the truth to some people. And that's another thing. Another reason I like to do my own research instead of just, yeah, that's what it is. I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, I'm an independent. This is all I can think about. No, it's not. There's nothing different between, in America anyway, nothing different between a Republican and a Democrat other than their way of viewing things. And we can sit down and talk about it, and reasoning people of all sides can come to a compromise, or at least understand each other, maybe change each other's views until we can find our way to the middle and take care of not only ourselves but everybody. Okay, enough political talk. We're going to go over here and we're going to see Violet and say, hi, Violet. Hi, Violet.
You ready, Violet?
Okay, ready, Violet? Let's send our stash back first. Includes the parts we picked up and the cords we just pulled all over the place inside there. And we're going to need those. And now we're going to go back to the crawler.
Okay, Violet. Let's go.
And build up our flyer just a bit. Before we go after all these things that we needed to go after before. talking about that is there's areas throughout that needed a flyer to get to. So let's go over here to the workbench and take a look at the level our good buddy Mac is right now. Mac is a level 23, so we need to build a frame that's no higher than 23 so we can use it. So let's go here. Let's go to flyer frames. And let's look at, this is the level 20, which is not bad. Level 23, which is really not bad. Uses pristine parts. You might be able to use that. Let's see what we've got here. It's 50. I'm looking at the bonus too. It's plus 50 attack with the red Fuji. Damage received, and that keeps him from getting hurt too much. Team XP, not really all that interested in that right now. Shield recharge rate. That's so he can stay alive longer, but he's already pretty tough in that department. This one is +1 max lethal count. He can also already get 7 of those, and this is 14 combo duration. I actually like this one. Plus 50 for his attack. And the power of these, because he has nothing really. But that's a level 20. Let's see. Did we have one that was a level 23? I think we did, didn't we? See. This one. That really powerful gun. Shield recharge, shield recharge. I don't know. Let's see. He needs magnets, switches, and thrusters. Let's take a look at what we have in our inventory. Let's see, thrusters. No, he doesn't have enough thrusters for that. Can't convert them. So let's go ahead and put him in the Fuji. Because we can. And we have enough red fusion. So let's...
Sweet. Bingo. Nice.
Now there's a reason why I'm not doing this head right now. I want to look at something else. Remember, we were getting AOK parts. We can use the zombie head. The zombie head will give us an extra bonus, 5% 10 SP, and give us more attack bonuses. At the same time, the red Fuji parts will give us actually more of an attack and the plus 50 on our attack. So that's pretty powerful right now. As we go along, we'll get better heads for this particular flyer frame. But there's something else we can do to make him more powerful using his laser. I'm going to save that. All right. We're going to back out, and then we're going to go over here to Core Fusion, and we're going to beef him up even more. Max him out. Okay, now we want to max out Duncan. If We can. We can't, but that's okay. He's in a good frame. And that's all we can hope for. Seth, we don't really need him right now. We will need him periodically throughout. But we've got Mac now. We'll need Seth to call up certain places. But we have our girl Violet in different places where we can actually select him. I'm with you, Faulty. I'm with you. People need to learn how to be kind to each other. There are a lot of people that are. Underlying causes. Yeah, mine is I'm old. Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm going to send Jewel to a specific location, and I'm going to leave her there for now. We're just, like I said, this is a short stream, and there was a reason for that.
Violet, I got places to go.
We're going to select. Do we need him? We don't need him. No. We're going to take who we've got right now, and we're going to go right here, because we want to go over here first. Next time. Okay. Next stream will probably be Monday, 6 o'clock, unless something else happens in my world. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to return to the title screen. Yeah. We have everything we need right now to go to the Far Eden Tower and win. I just want these guys leveled up a little bit more before we do so. So, right now, that's what we want to do. Appreciate y'all being here with me. Like I said, I'm twice retired author of books, both YA fantasy and in a science fantasy, not really science fantasy, but it's fantasy as in somebody from this world goes to another dimensional world where things happen. Anyway, you can find those on my website if it ever comes up. Oh, I have to learn how to spell website. That one. That's where you can find most of my books. I don't spend a lot of time keeping that up. I probably should. But okay. I can use what for uploading to YouTube, Monty, the website? DaVinci Resolve. Software you can use that is used production companies for color correction. Ah, I see. Yeah, I got it. Okay. I'll probably need to get with you later on all of this stuff. I'm having trouble just pushing buttons. I am so technically capable I can use a can opener as long as it has a handle on it I can turn. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to chase everybody off over to Taryn. Am I going over to Taryn, Monty, or am I going over to Greta? Taryn, right? Okay, now, when I hit this, well, us Texans appreciate that, Monty. And actually, I love Australian accents. They're actually wonderful and fun. G'day. I think this is going to work, Monty. Okay, I'm going to... Now, once I hit this, it's going to go, right? It'll take a little time, but it'll go. Dash raid function with no space and point and then press. Thanks, Monty. Okay, I'm going to try this raid thing. If it works, I'm going to disappear. If it doesn't, I'll still have to disappear. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. If you're watching this video and you want to hit the follow button, that will get me to where I need to be, I guess. I don't know. I try to have fun on these things. But anyway, I'm going to hit this button and see what happens. Let's see, I used... Data's been created. I don't know what to do now. So... Okay, I'll see y'all later. Bye.